welcome to the room. Larita Knox, welcome in. How are you all doing? Thelma, Lashana. How are you all doing? Maria, welcome to the room. Come on in, come on in. It's Matters of the Heart Monday. Got a good juicy. Should have seen me trying to throw something on right quick. Indeed, indeed. Come on in. Hopefully you've had an amazing day. Hi, Maria. How are you? How are you all doing? How are you doing on this day? Whew. Good evening, Junior Caldwell. Come on in. I have had a great Monday. A very good Monday. Can't believe it. Time is going by so quickly. Michelle Austin, welcome to the room. Everybody who's within the sound of my voice, please go ahead and share this page. I am Valerie Miller of TVM. The Valerie Miller double fold. This very moment you have opportunity to change. Your conscious coach is what I am, and being a conscious coach strategist, provoking change, as well as an author, and that's what Matters of the Heart is all about. Authors and association with music, and talking about the juiciness of how I became fabulous and a lady all the time. And we're coming from chapter 21 tonight. Yes, indeed, chapter 21. Chapter 21. It's a great read. For those of you who haven't read it yet, read it. We're talking about the Mighty Six tonight. And the reason I chose chapter 21, the Mighty Seven, is because my cousin, Calvin Richardson, he gave me some vital information some years back when it came to someone I was dealing with at the time. I call them professional bad boys. That's what I call them. They're no longer just bad boys. They're professional bad boys at this point. You know, they're doctors and lawyers. I mean, very professional. So, hence, professional bad boys. And this particular person, you know, had done a little too much. And I was talking to my cousin about it. Calvin Richardson, the Soul Prince. And he, you know, gave me some juiciness. And I'll share with you what he said once he is actually in the room. You know, it's one of those things. And it goes back to topic for tonight. Consciousness, loyalty, and lyrics in love. You know, he's an artist. He is out there. He does some great things. And I tell you what, it's nice to have, you know, people in your corner that can give you some juiciness, some really solid advice when you need it at times. And I have been privy to have some great people in my life like that, especially men. When I have, you know, the guys in my family, my brothers and all of that. So, yeah, that's why I chose that particular topic to come from tonight. And it's a wonderful thing. So he should be in the room momentarily. So I just want to say a great big thank you to each of you for coming into the room and spending time with us tonight. Yes. Yes. Hi, Leah. Jennifer Hawkins. Is it Whitemere? I sure hope I didn't mess up your name. I hope not. Hi, Nicole. Hi. Welcome into the room. Could you bring my water, Tiffany? And how have your Mondays been? Tell me that. Let me know where you are coming from. And I'm also speaking to all of the individuals who are going to be watching the replay. Be sure to share where you're watching from. Put hashtag replay. If you're a regular and you're a veteran, hashtag veteran. That means you are always on my lives. You're catching it. You're up to date. You know what's going on in Sparrow World, right? If you're a newbie, it's the first time, say hashtag newbie. If you are a follower of Calvin Richardson, the Calvinites, if you're a Calvinite, put hashtag Calvinite. It's always juicy. I can promise you that. So it's a wonderful thing. And Tiffany's talking to me. What is it? Okay. You know it's unscripted here on my lives. It's always unscripted. You never know what's going to happen from one moment to the next. So you're coming in from Camden. We have Bethune, South Carolina. Where else? Talk to me, Sparrows. Talk to me. You're a veteran. Maria Weathers. Yes. Yes. I can always depend on you to show up in the room. But like I said, How I Became Fabulous and a Lady All the Time. I am the author of this book, and it is juicy, and not because I wrote it. It's some really vital information in here. Lots of things I didn't even want to share about myself. I had to share in order to help someone else. It wasn't even about me. It was about me, but not, if that makes any sense to you. So it's going to be, you know, pretty darn great when Calvin drops into the room. We're going to go ahead and get started. I appreciate each and every one of you for showing up and spending some time with us tonight. It makes all the difference in the world. I'm almost to the point to where I should have just stayed on when we came on earlier, but I just was not dressed. I have my little BB shirt on. No, not for something that's recorded. No, this is going to go to the YouTube channel. And those of you who are following me here, be sure to go to YouTube and follow me there. Follow on Instagram as well. Okay, YouTube, The Valerie Miller. And that's, okay. All right. On here. The Valerie Miller for YouTube and Instagram, TVM. .217. Okay, so Calvin has already entered the room, and I've added him, so he should be popping in at any moment now. And again, be sure to share this conversation. Go ahead to the bottom of your page, hit that share, and that's going to be it. There he is.
What's up there?
What's happening?
Everything is good. I'm back.
You are back. And I was just telling the Sparrows, I said, we probably should have just kept on going when we were on before. Probably should.
Yeah, you look great.
I had on that BB shirt.
It looks great. It still looks great. So when you don't have to do much and you look like that, what can you say?
God is a good God. That's all I can say.
Right.
We have been blessed. We're blessed with good things. I can't complain about that. Can't complain.
True.
We won't even go into all of the for real juicy. How you and I used to walk around holding hands, and everybody thought we were twins.
Yep.
Yes.
Give you anything. You give me anything.
Mm-hmm. It's a wonderful.
It's all good. It's still like that. We just, just in two different parts of the world now. We don't get a chance to do it as much, but it's still the same. Nothing's changed.
You are telling the truth. It is. And I look forward to when we can connect and, do some catch up. It's going to be important we do that.
Right.
Right. Welcome to the room, Jazzy. Can you see the comments at all?
Can I?
Yes.
No, I can't see the comments.
On your screen, if you swipe left, I think it'll allow you to see the comments.
If I swipe left, let me try that.
Yeah, I think if you swipe left, you'll be able to see.
There they are.
There they are. So that way you can see all the juicy in the comments of all the Sparrows. And I asked all the Calvinites to put hashtag Calvinite in the comments if they're following from your camp. Okay?
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Cool.
Hi, Dana, Caroline. Thank you so much for coming into the room. Thank all of you very much. And like I was just giving a quick briefing,
Dana.
we're coming from How I Became Fabulous and a Lady All the Time, and chapter 21, where I quoted you, where we had that juicy conversation. I think it was like 2014, maybe 2014.
Okay. It was a while ago. That's all I know. I don't know.
It was 2014.
But you would know about the dates more than I would.
I forget nothing.
Right.
I forget absolutely nothing. Because after I got off the phone with you, yeah, I wrote it down. And before I say anything, everyone that's coming into the room, they know who Calvin Richardson is. I know of who Calvin Richardson is. But I would like for you to go ahead and introduce yourself before I, announce this quote that you told me about. So for those people, let's put it like this. For instance, you've met someone for the first time. What is it you're going to share about Calvin Richardson that's going to make it memorable, the experience off the stage to prompt them to make sure they follow you, they catch your shows, and become a Calvinite? So how would you introduce yourself?
Well, hey, listen, I heard all of that, but, listen, I am Calvin Richardson. I am, I'm the guy next door. I'm the guy that made you love again. If you lost, I brought you back from those terrible feelings. I'm the crown prince of soul music. You know what I mean? I'm the one that I always try to pay attention to the details. Yes. I'm the guy that most ladies want to have in their life. Someone like me, not necessarily me, not me. I'm not saying that like that.
I was about to say.
I'm saying, like, ladies in general, they need someone that, that always focuses on putting them first and paying attention to, like I said, the needs of a woman. And I always, I built my career being that guy. And so, ladies and gentlemen, here I am. I am Calvin Richardson, the only one right here. All right, how about that? Was that good?
That was great.
It was? You put me on the spot there. But
if I never met you, I would be like, this thing is confident. He is confident. But
absolutely.
You are right. You're right. That's what women are looking for. Somebody that can make them feel amazing. Somebody that shows attention. And I'm going to put it like this. The person who can be all the love languages. And that's
right.
0. But I will give you that. And I'm speaking from before you got married. Before. And I know you're even that much greater now because you are. Okay? Because you were not married when we had that conversation.
Right.
Yeah.
I still had on training wheel. I was learning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was out there giving information so I can know how to be the man that I am today, the married man. So it's all good.
And a man who learned from all types of experiences, that it says a lot, because there are some who don't learn from those experiences, and they get to a particular age, like where we are now, we're talking 5-0 and above, and they still play professional bad boy games,
Yeah. Well, I call it, mistakes. You got to go out and make mistakes so you can learn from them. If you don't make the mistakes, then, you're going to have to learn from somebody else's mistake, and it's not going to be the same as when you make them yourself. But if you continue to just keep on overlooking those mistakes, and it becomes your routine, it makes you a whole lot less of a man. But sooner or later, they'll get there.
Eventually, they do get there.
Of course, of course.
However, this particular one that we will reference that dates back to 2014. Okay?
Right.
And I'm going to bring you to date. He's still a problem. But he's not in my life anymore.
He still giving you a problem?
Stalking.
He just is a problem, or is he giving you a problem? Which one is it?
Both.
Both?
Yeah.
So we'll talk off air about that.
That's an off.
Right.
We're talking
That's okay.
Like,
Okay.
yeah, real talk. But I mean, he's married and everything now, and still won't let go. And you know that song you have now,
Can't let go.
He can't let go.
Well, in that sense, I can understand it, but it's you that we talk about, so
It is me.
So good. But it's not good. What I'm saying, I understand.
I let go. I really need for him to let go. However, he stood a chance back then. Okay? And this is the advice, the actual quote that you said back then. Hold on, I want to get it. And I did have it marked, but we've been talking and I've messed around, flipped the page on it. But at the same time, we were talking about the Mighty Seven, like the 7 significant guys that have been in my life, over my life. It's only been 7. You know, I'm sure some people may have more than that actually leave that paw print. You know, you remember them for whatever the reason is. You remember those. Like a Calvin Richardson, professional bad boy. You know, you're an ex-professional bad boy now. You get ex. You got
right.
Okay, you're not in the club anymore. And
this is true. This is very true.
Yeah, we're not even having that conversation. But the thing is, this is what you said. I'm just going to read from the quote what I wrote. And those of you who haven't read the book, shame. And you still have opportunity. Go ahead and read that before number 2 drops, you know, in the spring. So go ahead, read this because you need to read number 1 before you can read number 2. But I'm going to say this. I must quote my cousin, R&B singer, Calvin Richardson, the Prince of Soul. Mind you, once upon a time, he was quite the professional bad boy himself. That's what I wrote about you.
I read the book.
We go back.
Yeah.
From birth.
We do go back, and it's true. It's true.
I gave you X. Your ex.
You gave me an X.
Okay. So the professional bad boy himself said to me during a telephone conversation after the demise of my relationship with Mr. Wonderful, i.e., Mr. Right Now. Mr. Wonderful was just Mr. Right Now. He never got the title to be with me, right? It was fun while it lasted. I'm not proud. We all have a stage of life where we just have that person, right? And that's how it was. So, Calvin, this is what you said. You said all professional bad boys are not bad men. They're not comfortable with themselves and not ready for that level of commitment with you. I was like, what? What? At the time, which you were 100% right. But selfishly strings you on because they can. Once they've discovered themselves and who they truly are and know what they want, they'll probably commit to whom they choose. That's what you said.
Right. That's absolutely right.
Yeah.
And did it play out like that? Was that right?
I thought you were right. It's a new day.
It is, right?
You were right 100%. But when you have them to spring back up like Jack in the Box and won't leave.
Yeah, that's just somebody that's, you know, he's still, you know, about playing games. You know, if he's, you know, committed to somebody else, you know, you want to play games on them. He's not fully committed over there. He just did something, you know what I mean? He just did something. He just got involved in something that, you know, it was easier to stay there in that situation than to get out. But he's clearly not there. He's still reaching for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I can't help him.
I mean, can't nobody help him. You got to help yourself. It's all on him, you know?
Yeah.
And the best thing you can do for him is leave him over there where he at. Don't give him nothing to, you know what I mean, to grow on or whatever, you know?
No hope here.
To go on. I'm not gonna say to grow on, because if you give him anything, you know, that's just gonna be something for him to go on. But leaving him alone, he'll grow. Like leaving him, you know what I mean? Leaving him out there.
Completely.
Let him, yeah, completely. Just leave him out there. Leave him over there.
Silence.
Yeah.
Silence.
Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely.
These are the types of conversations, ladies, have to have someone that can tell you the raw truth. Somebody you trust, someone who's been there and tell you what the ropes are and help you navigate to make the right decisions. So when you do meet Mr. Right, the right one for you, then it's easy. You know, it's easy. So I've always appreciated my cousins. And Calvin's one, and Russell Miller, he was the other. I mean, would give it to me straight, did not care. So, and I appreciate both of you like that.
Right.
You know?
Well, I gotta, you know, tell you this. Like, it wasn't that because I was giving it to you straight. It wasn't because I didn't care. It was, you know, because I did care. You know what I mean? And I know it's the same thing for Russ. We gave it to you like that because we cared about you and don't want to see nobody taking advantage of you. And,
right.
You know, just keep us out of trouble too. You know what I mean? Like, just go ahead and leave that alone.
Yeah.
So we don't have to get involved with the situation. But
you know who to call. But at the same time, yes, I've learned early on, you just cut it and leave it where it is, you know, and kind of implemented that whole one strike policy. You know, once I know who you are, you've shown me the truth. I get it. I take that to heart and I believe you seriously. So it's no regret from the dead with that. Like, I'll put you in that category. And with that, I totally appreciate it. I'll say this also. Looking at situations like this, like, I can probably tell you some things. You can write an entire song around it. You can write a song in a split second behind some of the things with this one person. But the thing is, I write those stories. And it's no different with me writing and putting the juice in his hair and you making the lyrics of it.
True.
Words, and then you have notes, you know? And that is the whole point of Matters of the Heart Mondays, taking information that I've written about, put in the book, and the second book, and the third book's already written. It's just turn to release, and you wait for that one. So it's a lot of unveiling in that one. You thought the first was juicy. Oh my God. But I'll say this, looking at that fact of words, notes, lyrics, you know, relationships, those types of things, how do you go about deciding what you are going to create a song about, or that one thing that you might just kind of just need to leave it where it is and just let it go? How do you determine?
How do I decide? I mean, you know, for me, like, you know, I'm not really I'm a writer, but I'm not a writer, so I don't necessarily write my messages down. Like, I just kind of when I create songs, I'm a creator. That's what I am. I'm not necessarily a writer. Like, I go in the studio, I probably can count on one hand how many times I've written a song down and recorded it. I'll go in the studio and I'll just record it. And it's been like that since, you know, I just make up stuff in my head, or I don't make it up, it just come in my head. And it's always about experiences, different things that I've been through. So, and then from that point, once I make it, you know, I'll make a conscious decision on what message it is that I want to put out there. You know, the ones that I feel like this can help somebody, that can possibly change somebody's life or change their situation based on what I went through and how I came through it, you know? Yeah. And so that's how I decide on what I'm going to put out, or because, you know, obviously, I mean, I've recorded so many songs that I haven't put out. Some of the songs they'll never come out, but some of them, just because I haven't put them out, that don't mean that I won't put them out. I just don't feel like that song that message is the one that I wanted to deal with at this particular time. You know what I mean?
I do.
And so, yeah,
I do.
yeah,
I get it wholehearted, because 43 chapters in this book, and it was 40 chapters I did not put in the book. So they're just sitting
right,
in a folder waiting for its turn to make it to a book. So I do
right,
because it's not time for it every time. So it depends on where you're in your life to reveal that.
right, exactly, exactly.
Huh. Okay.
Huh.
Uh-huh. So you've won quite a few awards in the here recent months. And it's tons of recognition. And I know I'm probably biased when I say this, but I feel like you should have gotten tons of accolades before now. You know, because your voice is unique. And again, it's not because you're relative. However, you have a very unique sound. And by having that unique sound of authenticity, it's not computers behind your voice. That's natural.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's natural. As you know, it's just what I've been doing forever. I wouldn't change. You know, they tried to force me to change early on when I got into the business to make music sound like stuff that was already out there, that was generating a certain type of revenue, garnering a certain type of attention from the public. But I always bucked the system when it came to that, you know, because I just had to be me. I had to stay where I was at, like just being country Calvin when it wasn't cool. Now it's cool because, you know, they see that I wouldn't bend, you know. I wasn't a tree limb that, you know, if you could mold it and you could shape it. Like I was still like it take a whole lot to make me bend. And so like I just stayed the course and just kept on doing what was important to me, and that was preserving my sound and what I was bringing to the table. And
Yeah.
you know, I wasn't doing it for, you know, what the business is set up for, you know, to make money or to get recognized or get awards and stuff like that. That was just wasn't in my thing. It was
Right.
just wasn't a part of it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because, you know, I've been loving doing what I've been doing since I was like, come on now, since I can remember.
Grasshopper, literally.
Yeah, knee high to a grasshopper, no doubt. And I didn't have no problem ever. You know, when I remember back, like vividly, probably like when I was like 4 or 5, getting up in front of people and just singing. You know this, like, and it's just been that way. Like, but I had to do things my way, even when, you know, my mom would, anybody, you know what I'm saying, would try to get me to, try to get me to adapt to a certain type of way of doing things. I just always had my way of doing things. Not, my mama didn't let me have my way. I'm just saying, you know, she kept tight reins and stuff like that. But so I'm not gonna say it like that. I always had my way. I don't mean it like that. I mean I had my way of doing things.
Yes.
And so, yeah. So as of late, like you said, I gotten won a number of awards and getting recognition now and stuff like that. That was few and far in between before. Matter of fact, they wasn't coming at all. They recognized that I was there, but, you know,
right.
I was just there.
Well,
doing me.
It's all timing too, and we have to appreciate that. And by you staying firm to what your beliefs were,
right,
in your heart, the message you want to share with the world, you knew your purpose for singing. You knew it was a God gift. So why would you conform to what is happening now in the industry? Because just like everything else, that will soon pass. However, when you're authentic to you, then that's what the truth is. That's who Calvin Richardson is, the country boy.
Right, right. And so, you know, now, like, they see me, you know, out there, you know, dressed real nice, you know, whatever, with the suits and the this and that. Like, you know, I always love clothes. I always have. Like, I haven't always been able to do it like I do it now. Right. But, you know, way back when, I love dressing. different. I just had a different look from everybody that was around me, you know, and I was cool with that, you know, and now, you know, they think I ain't so country no more, right? But I'm still a country boy. You know what I mean? I just like living. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? I posted the other day that, you know, when you find a certain realm of
Yes.
success or whatever, you realize that, you know, you've been blessed to a certain degree. You just kind of got to stand in it. And you got to let people see that, you know, hey, you in your space. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And I'm comfortable in it. You know, like you said earlier, like how confident I'm. Like that's just me. I'm confident because hey, I know there's not another Calvin Richardson out there. There's a lot of other people out there that's got talent, and that's all good. And I respect everybody's talent. But find another Calvin Richardson, he ain't out there. It's me. That's me right now.
It's
And
only
so you know what I'm saying. After I decide to put the mic down and lean back and chill, then hey, somebody come along.
well, I agree with that.
It's just me.
Well, it's all about being you authentically yourself. And as I always say, be you, be fabulous 365. And if you are being you and you're focused on yourself, growing yourself, understanding you as you evolve, you did start out as Calvin Son, the country boy. You will forever be
Right.
the country boy. And the only thing that's
Right.
is your fashion over the years. But ultimately,
Right.
when it comes to you as an individual, your identity, that remains the same. And you stay true to who you are and who you are evolving to be. And your music also simplifies over the years with the change
Right.
of your song and your style of how you go about that.
Right.
You know?
Right. Right.
So
Yeah. And so, you know,
I
like,
applaud,
I'm sorry, go ahead, Val.
I said I applaud that, you know, because a lot of people, like I said earlier, don't evolve well and they become someone that the industry or society deem to be what's hot, what's right now, you know,
Right. Right.
and staying true to themselves and say, no, this is me and take it or leave it. But they're not willing to make that sacrifice of the option left.
Right.
You see?
Right.
So I can say you've done that and you've endured it. And it's hard sometimes.
It was, yeah, it was hard. Like, you know, you know, like a lot of time it was tough. It was tough for me to, you know, this standing, you know, just standing my shoes. It was tough because, you know, I know where I wanted to be and I know what I could do and I know what I was capable of. And I seen a lot of people that was around me, friends, peers, or whatever you want to call it in the
Right.
music business, excel. You know what I'm saying? Because they was buying into, you know, whatever it was that they were selling. And it was success is success. If you want it like that, then that's cool. But I had to stand in it and to be like, you know, like watch it happen for every. And I was happy, like I'm happy for them and success that they found. But they saw a lot of them that were my friends, and we still maybe connected or not. They don't have the success today like I am experiencing at this stage of the game after being in the business for so long. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to talk about what we did back in the day, but what you doing right now?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it's really all about.
Yeah.
And so, you know, a lot of people they still say to me, you know, you underrated and stuff like that. You know, I used to cringe every time somebody say that because, you know, I don't know the fact that, you know, how much I bought into. I never really bought into that I was underrated. It was just, I was just, you know, under recognized.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I always been rated the same as far as, you know, the talent that I came to the table with, the quality of the records, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, just the recognition, that was a whole nother thing. And so now that I'm getting a lot of it, you know, it looks like, okay, now you're finally starting to get rated, you know, the recognition, yeah, that's good. But I got it, and I'm here. Like right now, it's when I want to enjoy my success. I don't want to be like, man, I remember when I used to have it like this, and you know, everybody used to really love my records. And one day that's gonna happen. It's going, you know, but
yeah.
Let me tell you something. Like I'm gonna ride it until the wheels fall off, and then I'm gonna go buy some more, put on there, and I'm gonna roll on them new wheels. And you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep on going until I get tired of doing it. You know.
And that's the way it should be, because you call the shots on your career. You paint the picture of how you want it to look, not somebody else. And nobody
Right.
can deem what success looked like or what recognition you haven't received to date.
Right.
Those are just opinions of other people.
But they want the best for you, though. I know they say that they keep coming from a
Granted,
good space. You know what I'm saying, man?
granted.
They want, that's the, you know, they want to see me on Soul Train Awards. They want to see me, but I would never really be there. Sometimes I would be there, but they just wouldn't see me. You feel what I'm saying? I'd be sitting out there
Right.
watching. I'd be done, went out there and spent a whole bunch of money to walk the red carpet, because it's all about money. You know what I mean? But they didn't. Me walking the red carpet, they didn't get the chance to see that. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Because that's not what they showed or whatever. You know what I mean? But it's cool. Yeah. They took my money, you know what I mean, for me to be there and, you know, all that stuff. And for those tickets, for those seats, and my people that went out there with me. But, you know, say it's like, you know, I was number like, you know what, that's part of something, that game. I'm not trying to play that game no more. I'm just about making great music and like, okay, y'all do that over there. You know what I'm saying? You want to, those people that, you know, you want to put the light on, that's fine. You know what I mean? That's cool. I just got to keep doing me. And, you know, when I start focusing on doing me, it changed. Yeah.
As long as you're comfortable in your skin, you're happy with the results of where you stand today, that's all that matters.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, I'm living, I ain't going to say I'm living my best life, because I'm always looking to make things better, but I'm living my life and I'm happy in it.
Yes.
And I'm cool, you know. My career is thriving. I'm in a good space, and you know, just I'm good. I'm good, for real.
Good's a great place to be in, and you know,
right.
Say push to greater, because you're never going to get to that place you want to be. But as long as you're pushing to greater today than yesterday or last year, then you have something else that's, you know, that's going to melt your heart to look forward to. Or challenge yourself to the point of where, let me do something different just to change the narrative of what used to be. How much can I push myself? And I know I do that to me. I'm bad at that. And I don't take it as a bad thing, but I am challenge based. My business is challenge based. I challenge my clients, because if I don't challenge you, how are you going to grow? How are you going to flourish in that thing that you say that's what your birthright is? What you say, this is what you want to do. If I challenge you to get that result of what you've paid me to do, then I'm not doing I'm not doing it.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. Yes.
Okay. So to date, what is happening with Calvin Richardson? What's new? What can the Sparrows, Calvinites, all the followers that are doing right now, what can they expect to see from you in the near future that you haven't dropped a nugget on already?
Oh, well, you know, I have signed somebody that's a great a recording artist. People gonna be a little shocked probably, I think, for us to come together and see that I actually put this person down, and I'm gonna do a complete album on them, and just kind of merge two different worlds together. And that I'm really excited about. So this particular person is super talented as a singer. You know, I'm a singer. Like, I love people that really, you know, have just God-given talent and just, you know, just can just flat-footed sing. And that's what this is, this situation. So we're working on that right now. I can't wait to drop the first song from that project, and, you know, let the world see, like, you know. And I also wrote a book titled "Do You Without Them," which is, you know, kind of chronicling my journey, you know, from the start, and different things that I was able to accomplish without having all of the same things that a lot of people that I knew most people that I know in the industry had to have in order to find success. I did it without it. You know what I mean? Not because I wanted to, because I was forced to, but I still did it. And so just for everybody else that it feel like the odds are against them, hey, I want to be that example that, hey, even when the odds are against you, that's when you know you're going to win. Because if you got that real drive and you really want it, hey, they can't stop you. You know what I mean? You'll create your own lane, which is what I did, right? We talked about that. And so I almost got my own genre of music. I'm my own type of artist, you know what I mean? There ain't nobody out there that really can compare me to that's really doing it right now.
And that's what's so great about it. When you the lawnmower and create your own path and not following the structure of somebody that came before you. And it shouldn't be a comparison. Because what's for you is specifically for you. And sometimes you have to take the lawnmower and create that path. We have to. You know, because nobody else is doing that. You know, and then they're going to say, well, how dare you think you just go against the grain? It's always trying to reinvent the wheel. You know, so it's not about reinventing the wheel, but making sure that your uniqueness shine, that thing that makes you stand out from everybody else, where there is saturation in the market.
Absolutely. Uniqueness as an uniqueness as an individual, I was about to say, is something that you should embrace. You know, you should never run away from it. That's something that, you know, that's your identity right there. You know,
it is.
That's what sets you apart from anybody else in the world. It's like a fingerprint. It's like whatever you like. It's like, hey, that's yours. That's just you. You know what I mean?
It's
and never run from that. Right.
It's a beautiful thing, you know, and there's some that recognize it, you know, and I'm like, what is Coach Valerie and strategist? What is that? And my elevator speech every single time is, I introduce you to yourself. And that's all I need to say. Because people who don't know who they are.
Absolutely correct.
Yeah. It's fun. I love it. It's a gift. And I use it. And book 2 is revolving around that too. How I've taken my name and used my name to paint the picture of how you can unveil your identity. It's deep. Yeah, it's a deep one. But I say to you, keep creating your own lanes. Stick to your authenticity and that loyalty to yourself. That's the difference between you and the next person. Because I know you're not the type to shift in the direction of the wind. You're going to follow your wind because you know that's something God's put in your heart to do. But as far as following somebody else, it's not in you. It's not in any of us. And so with that said, it's understood. It really is understood. And I applaud you, you know, as family, as a fan. And I say congratulations for, you know, stemming out on a new branch when it comes to now signing artists, you know. Also with writing a book, that's huge.
You inspired the book. I mean, you know, once you did your book and I got your book, like I was like, all right, like, cause you know, people kept telling me you should write a book. You should. I'm like, nah, I ain't got time to write no book. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just wasn't something. I guess I wasn't ready to tell my story. But when you did yours, and you know, I was like, you know, it really made me like, okay, Belle did that. You know, and so cool. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, for the family, like you was the first person to do that, right?
Yeah.
For family, I was the first person to do this. You feel me?
Yeah.
But so it's like we opened doors, like, you know, so it, you know, I mean, it helped everybody else in the family or other people that's even not related to us, you know, be able to dream out loud and, you know, reach for those dreams, you know, and just because we showed them that it can become a reality. So for that, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I appreciate you. I was out here, you know, doing this music thing, and now I swerved a little bit.
Yeah.
And got the book out. Well, it'll be out this year. And so it's pretty much done. We wrapping it up now, and somebody just said will be on Amazon. It will. I see y'all comments over there, but we talking so much. I guess it's not like I don't see them, but
yes, we see them.
Yeah, we see them. So it's all good.
I am excited and cannot
Excited?
wait to read it.
It's good. It's good. It's good. So I left. I didn't put everything in that book until there'll be another book to follow. But this is so good, just to be able to tell my story. And like, man, I'm that guy that I'm talking about right there. Like people, like
Yes.
A lot of times when you live in your life and you just go on, like you kind of lose touch with where you come from, and with those things, you just close those doors and stuff like that. Like, oh, that's behind me now. You know what I mean? But things that's behind you could be the things that need to be put out there in front of people so they can find their way. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And so, like, I'm glad that it's now.
I'm excited. So you're saying that it's going to drop this year? Like, do you have
a
time frame?
Excuse me?
Is there a time frame of the release?
There's a time frame. I'm sure that we'll have it. We're dealing with the publishers right now, and so I think we was talking about a June date initially. Last year we was talking about a March date, but June is. I don't think it's not going to go past that. It'll be out by then. You know what I mean? I don't have an official date,
right?
And because you know how it is. I mean, I can't just pick a date and say, hey, it's going to be this date. Like, I'm dealing with other people and other entities and stuff when it comes to that. And so, I'm working on a new project as far as the album and everything. So I want everything to kind of line up and, boom, boom, boom. All the pieces of the puzzle got to fit together.
That's right. Don't force it.
Nah, not at all. Not at all. I mean, I took all this time to come with it. Like, a month or two here and there, it's not going to change a thing.
It really don't. And, I've said a couple of times, it's going to drop on this day, I'm going to release on this day. And then juicing has happened. Like,
right.
My stuff is memoir. It's like life. It's stuff happening. It's things that's happening now. So I have to literally find a place to stop, And like I said, it's a 3-part trilogy with How I Became Fabulous and a Lady All the Time. It's a part. And I can't give it away.
Right.
I don't want to ruin it for anybody because it's unbelievable.
Right.
Unbelievable. Right. But at the same time, you don't know for sure until you have a proof in your hand and it's in that edit stage. And then that's when it really comes to life. And it's like, oh my gosh, I wrote this. Oh my God. Because it's literally pieces to the puzzle. So you're working with a publisher. I'm self-published. So for me to beginning to end and really orchestrate and design it the way I want it, it's miraculous. And so it was supposed to release on February 16th on my birthday. So 50 full circle. So I just had to push it out a little bit. So I'll just do the book release party and celebrate my 50th all at the same time. So it's going to be a double. And trust me, it's going to be well worth it because it takes effort. It takes thought and time to create that book the way you want it to be read.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
It's just like the book it's been finished, right? For, I don't know, a few months now. But just last week, like I wrote some other stuff and I said, they hate when you do that. You know what I mean?
That's fine.
But hey, look, it's my story. Hey, whatever. It's my book. You know what I'm saying? So they have to add it, like whatever. But I'm gonna put the pen down, like it's over, like But if I have something else that I want to add to it, hey, it's my book. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. So, but yeah, I'm excited about it.
Yes. Okay. I can't wait for that. I know the Sparrows, the Cavanites, they can't wait either. And you mentioned your next project for the album. What's that looking like?
I just I'm getting to a place right now where I'm ready to go into the studio and start recording. So I'll have a single preceding the the dropping of the book. And I may have a song that sets the book up. I don't know yet. I'm just thinking, but it would be cool. So I'm just kind of gathering my thoughts. We've been pulling music together, and they've been, I did a joint deal with the label, the label that I put the album out with last time. Now I got a Boston Entertainment that started a new entertainment company, so we working out the parameters of the new deal. Mm-hmm. And so they want me to get in the studio, but I'll never go in the studio until I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? Till it's time. Yeah. Because you can't rush perfection, and that's what I always aim for. Mm-hmm. I can go in there, I can make anything and put it out, but I like making the music that's going to have longevity, that's not just going to be played for the life of this album. It's going to be played after, when I make 5 albums down the road, they still going to be playing, stuff that was off of the other stuff. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about for me. That's like creating quality and instead of quantity. I'm not into like just dropping albums just to say I got a certain number of albums or, the dividends. Like, it's not really about that for me. So, but I'm ready now, so, yeah, so, oh, absolutely. So I know right now in my head, I mean, I got, my singles they're there. I just got to go and record them. Cause like I said, unlike the book, I had to pick up a pen and recall a lot of things that I went through in my life. But when I'm doing them songs, I don't do it like that. I just, give me the mic, turn off the lights, let's go. Hit record.
So when it can come like that, and that's your style. So just hit the record button and go for it. It's a wonderful thing. Right. I do the same thing. I wear out my phone and my iPad. It's full to capacity. And it's to the point, Tiffany has had to transfer things to my computer and to my hard drive. It's that much. And as it comes, I hit that record because I need to get it out of me right now. It needs to come out right now. I'll figure out where it goes later, but this is something I get recorded because I'm not going to record it later. I can relate that fast. But a record button, I can get it down.
Absolutely.
And that's, my gosh, you play that thing back, Calvin, I said, oh my God, that's juicy. That is juicy. So it's all about it. So I just the correlation of the side by side and knowing our family history with music and being just outright creative. We are a very creative bunch of people, and we do have, that love of fashion. All of those things weave together. They do.
Right.
They do. Fashion, interior design, all of it goes together. The umbrella of creativity. And when you look at that, that's how we basically do everything in our lives. And it really goes far back. It does.
Absolutely.
Now tell us one juicy thing. Because it's unscripted. I don't believe in interviews. It's always conversations. Period. Here. So I didn't send you any questions to prepare for. I didn't write anything down because I like to sit down and just go for it. Whatever comes out, right?
Right.
So absolutely. What is something you'd like to share with the Sparrows that you haven't shared anywhere else? One good juicy. That's all I ask. Well, I want to ask something else.
Give me that one. You said, what is something our connection kind of got a little funny right there for a second.
Share one thing with the Sparrows and the Calvinites out there viewing that you haven't shared with anybody else. I know you mentioned the book. You mentioned you have a new artist, and how you stay true to yourself. What else can you share? Yeah. Shannon Farmer says, spill some tea. And I agree. Spill something.
Well, listen, you know, I can't give y'all everything. Like I gotta keep y'all on the hook. Y'all gotta keep y'all riding with me. You know, whatever I'm doing, just know that it's gonna be good, and you guys are gonna be able to benefit from it. And I do it with you in mind. And if there's something that I didn't share, because everybody very much an open book, but you know, I don't put my picture in the frame until I take it. You understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
y'all just stay tuned. And there's a whole lot more to come from the Crown Prince of Soul Music. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to graduate from being a prince, and I'm going to get my crown soon for being the king of this thing. Now, I'm just joking. Like, you know, I'm not one of those people who try to claim to be the king of anything. I didn't even say that I was a prince. Somebody else started that, and I just embraced it. And but listen, there's a whole lot more to come, and you guys just stay tuned. Val, I appreciate, you know, this platform for us to get out here, sit down, and be able to talk. Although we're not necessarily side by side, we're face to face here, and it works for me. And everybody else just happen to be listening, and we having this conversation. But you know, trust me, there's more to come.
More to come.
That's the tea. That is the tea.
That's the tea.
You can sip on that if you want to. Yeah, they can sip on that, sip all that they want.
Sip all they want. Okay.
All they want. It's good.
It is good.
Huh?
It's always good.
Good stuff.
Like mystery and surprise. The impromptu.
Right.
That's always beautiful.
Right. What's up, Bridget? I see Bridget over there, cuzzo.
Yes, and Bridget said I put you on the spot. I did, Bridge. And you know I do that. You know I'm good at it.
Yeah, but you know, I live on the spot, so it's all good. But you know what I'm saying? But hey, I've been on the spot for so long. Like now, like even when they put me on the spot, like I pick and choose what shots I'm gonna throw. So what shot I'm gonna take. You know what I'm saying? Is if hey, gotta make sure it's going in before I take it.
Absolutely.
But,
you know what?
It's all.
I won't be able to close out without asking this. You ready?
I'm ready.
Why don't you just sing a little something a cappella? Just belt something out. You can at least share a song. Let's do that. You should have expected me.
I did not expect you to do that. I did not. But let me see.
Music and the platform and talking about lyrics and love and all that stuff, and you not share a smidgen of something.
Yeah, I guess you know, I guess you're right. Let me see here. Girl, the way I feel for you, I've never felt this way before. Like a child's born to grow, 'cause I love the world should know. To share this love, I feel so proud. Like a bird, I feel so free. Yeah, that's what your love is. Perfect, just like candy to a boy. It's all so sweet. That's what your love is. I get weak every time we meet. You're better than an angel from above. Love to me. Something like that.
Man, drop the mic, church.
All right, man. Oh.
Love it. Love
yes, indeed.
it. I love you. You are the absolute greatest.
Yes. I appreciate you. So we got to get together soon outside of this this technology here.
We will. I know you should be coming in the area in the future.
Yeah, you done moved now, so yeah, I'll be down there. I might be passing through this weekend, matter of fact. And they have the All-Star going on down there this weekend, so we'll see.
No, it's CIAA. You've missed All-Star.
CIAA. I meant CIAA. I'm talking All-Stars pass, right? It's CIAA. But yeah, you know, I usually be floating around somewhere in the city when that happens. So, but I'll be in. I have a showdown in North Carolina. Matter of fact, Fayetteville on Saturday. So, I'll be coming from Augusta on Friday, so we'll see.
Okay. Just
I'll
let
let
me
you know.
know.
All right. I definitely
Yeah.
will. All right
Yes.
now.
Okay, Sparrows, Calvinists. Let me tell you, you got it live. I got Mr. Richardson on live so you can get some juice. You can see what's going on with him because he's on the road so much. He's traveling, he's in different places. And I'm sure each of you catch all of his feeds. It's a wonderful thing. And it's a privilege to have him relative and I can just reach out and touch whenever I feel like it. That is a gift within itself. And to have so much talent within one family is a gift within itself. So to be on a platform and to be able to call in family, spotlight, give them kudos, that whole give them flowers while they're still here. That's what I believe in. I believe in sharing good things, joy, all of this. Okay. So it's going to be some other things to come. And like Calvin said, it's more to come. So hashtag it. Make sure, Sparrows, if you're not following him, he's amazing. Unless you've had the actual Calvin Richardson experience, you should have the experience. I'll say that. I'm Bud. I can't do the whole, fan falling out. I can't do all that. Like, I know him from birth on up. So I'm not affected. But those of you who are not, you can pick out all you want. But just know he's got a beauty at home. He's got a beauty at home.
Yeah.
And a beautiful family. I'm so elated for you that you have found the one that brings your heart joy. Someone you can love and share all of your dreams and all of your joys and your woes with. That's important in life. So I'm grateful that you found her. Seriously.
Absolutely. So again, to the Calvin Richardson experience thing, like, hey, let me tell y'all something. Ain't nothing like it if you haven't had the opportunity to experience it. The only question I got to ask you is what you're waiting for. If you're waiting on next time I'm in your city, make sure you follow my schedule so you'll know. Because I might not come to your city. It might just have to be somewhere close. It might not be that close. It's just got to be close enough for you to make it happen. Because there ain't no other experience like it. So y'all make sure y'all come to check your boy out. That's a little shameless plug. Like, why not? It's the real deal, though. You know what I mean?
I want you to do that because anytime you have the opportunity, take it. And with all of the things that are coming out, all of the tea, all of the juice, I am looking for you to come back here to TVM. So you have to come back to Matters of the Heart Monday when that book drops, when your album drops, so we can kind of hash it back up because it's that kind of fabulous. Real talk. Real talk.
Absolutely.
And from the bottom.
So I'll be sending you a copy of the book before it drops, so you can just check it out. So you'll be.
Yeah. I'll have questions, highlights.
All right. Okay, cool.
Yeah. But thank you so much. You have a very busy day. Get back to your family. Love to your wife and those gorgeous boys, and to you as well. Thank you for spending with me, the Sparrow Calvinites. It's been awesome. I'm grateful. Have a great evening.
All right, absolutely.
Okay, right. I love you.
Talk to you later, man.
All right, ciao, ciao.
Love you too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Ciao, ciao.
And there you go, Calvin Richardson live. And I'm grateful that he was able to come in time with us. And grateful to each of you for coming in as well. Every week is going to be a different artist, and it's going to be different topics. That is coming from How I Became Fabulous and the Lady All the Time. It's important to document your life. Know what's going on enough. Be present enough consciously to document your life and understand where it's leading you. It's vital that you know that. And when you can align that to music to help you get through your woes, to get through your pains, your joys, then you're really doing something. It's amazing. Okay? So until next time, love without conditions. Always possess a positive attitude, and soar in all you do. I love you, mean it. Switches.